Instagram stories for Wednesday, October 16th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. There is some really good social media news that I'm going to get into. But before I do, I want to say thank you for all of you who have taken the time to fill out the survey about the show. I have been really thinking about how I want to improve the show, and the feedback that you all have given so far has been invaluable. If you're not aware, I am giving away a $20 Amazon gift card to the first 10 people who fill out the survey form that I have made asking questions about how I can improve the show. You can get to the survey by the link in the show notes. And so far, 5 people have filled out the survey, meaning that there is an opportunity for 5 more people to give their opinions and get paid for it. I really want to improve the show to make it the best possible listening experience for you because I care. And also, I want the show to be great. I want it to be so great that you can't help but tell other people about it, but secretly you want to keep it to yourself so that no one else knows the secrets that you know. It's kind of a 50-50 split. I could go either way on it. The point is, I want it to be a great listening experience for you. Link in the show notes for the survey. Let's dive into the news. Let's dive into today's news. Recently, the YouTube team announced that YouTube Shorts, which were previously capped at 60 seconds, were going to be able to be up to 3 minutes long. Good news, that is now live. And here's a clip from the YouTube Liaison team talking about 3-minute shorts and what you can do with them.
How long are shorts on YouTube?
3 minutes.
Wait, what? Why?
We've heard from creators that they need a bit more space in shorts to tell their story, so we're going to enable the duration up to 180 seconds.
What about existing vertical VODs that are up to 3 minutes?
All others are going to stay as they were, and this is a go-forward change, so after the date that we release this, those videos that are square or taller and up to 180 seconds will be eligible for being recommended in the Shorts feed.
And how are you going to handle recommendations between short shorts and these new longer shorts?
Yeah, we've gotten pretty good at recommending videos under 60 seconds. They may be shorter and found in a faster paced feed. They might be longer, around a minute. And so in the coming months, we're going to be investing in improving our recommendations so that we get really good at recommending videos up to 180 seconds.
So tell great stories.
Tell a great story.
That clip came from the YouTube Creator Liaison account. I'm going to link to this account in the show notes because they have a ton of product knowledge about YouTube, and I really like their content. If you're not familiar with the YouTube Creator Liaison account, go check it out from the link in the show notes. You may be wondering, Daniel, why are you making such a big deal about YouTube Shorts being up to 3 minutes? Who cares? Well, if you are making a video for Instagram or TikTok and it is longer than 60 seconds, previously you had to cut it and shrink it down so that you could post it on Shorts. Now you no longer need to do that. I think this is a step in the right direction so that you can create one piece of content and push it everywhere so that you don't have to spend time creating content for each individual platform, which is way too time consuming. Interestingly, the @YouTube Liaison account on Threads posted that FYI, if you're uploading 3-minute shorts today or any other short like in the past, you can change the custom frame that's used as the thumbnail after you post it. You could obviously change it when you post it, but you could also do it at any time in the future. If you go into the YouTube app and tap on the profile button, view channel, manage videos, tap on the 3-dot icon to the right of the video, edit, then tap on the pencil over the thumbnail preview, and you can pick a custom frame for the thumbnail. So nice to know that YouTube is giving that option for shorts. This is something that Instagram and TikTok have had for a long time, but nice to see that level of parity. We are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about Instagram's new profile card, which is exactly like a business card except digital, and Threads' new online status indicator. So stick around. Welcome back. Let's jump into the Instagram news. This week, Instagram announced a new digital business card for your Instagram profile. When you go to your profile page, it says share your profile card. Your profile card makes it easy for others to learn about you and connect on Instagram. When you tap on how it works, it says your card features your profile picture, username, and other info from your profile. You can choose what appears on your card and customize the background with a photo. Anyone can share your card and see what's public, including your QR code and background. Then you have the option to see your profile card. When I look at mine, it has my QR code that someone can take a picture of that leads them directly to my profile. And when I tap on it, it flips around. The other side of it has my picture with my username. It has the text from my profile, and it has the links that I have in my profile that people can tap on and go to directly, as well as a link to join my broadcast channel. It's a lot of information for a business card, but let's be honest. Are a lot of people still printing paper business cards to give out at conferences? I feel like that's rare. Generally, when people ask to connect with you so that they can chat in the future, they either ask for LinkedIn or Instagram or maybe phone. That often feels a little bit personal. More likely Instagram, LinkedIn, or maybe an email address. According to Meta, the makers of Instagram, they're launching this feature in response to more Gen Zers using Instagram as a resume of sorts. Meta pointed to a recent survey that found that more than half of Gen Zers want to become influencers, which is why the social media platform is looking to help them present themselves to others. Instagram says users can share their profile cards with potential collaborators or brands in a quick and easy way. The company also believes the feature can be used to make new friends who share similar interests by sharing the profile card in Instagram groups or online events. To see if you have this feature, open up the Instagram app, tap the Profile tab where you can see all of your information, and if you don't see it, it might be a good opportunity to update your Instagram app. Okay, let's move on to some Threads news. Before I get into this article from Business Insider, I want to mention that I have always thought of Adam Mosseri as being the head of Instagram and also the head of Threads. Interestingly, this Business Insider article describes Adam Mosseri as someone who oversees Threads, but it describes Emily Dalton Smith, a VP of product management at Meta, as the head of Threads, which is very interesting. This Business Insider article has some really good strategies that I want to mention. I'll link to the whole article in the show notes, of course. The key takeaway that Emily Dalton Smith, the head of Threads, says about using the app is that users should remember, quote, it's a real-time conversation app. Most of the content will be distributed in just a few hours over the course of the day. Making sure that you're talking about things that are happening now and that are really timely and relevant will go a long way, end quote. There are 5 takeaways in this Business Insider article that have to do with Threads that you need to know about. First, engagement equals comments. That's the clearest definition. Thread posts that, quote, drive conversations are likely to get recommended, the company is telling creators, end quote. Dalton Smith told Business Insider that Meta sees conversations as replies happening on a post. She recommends that creators reply to their audience, other creators, and regular users to, quote, make sure that their posts are getting a lot of attention and activity, end quote. They also said about Threads to not expect DMs on Threads anytime soon. There's a quote here, quote, we don't have any plans to offer native messaging in Threads right now, but looking ahead, we're exploring some ways to make it easier for people to connect and find their people, end quote. Of course, you can DM people through Instagram and you can get to their Instagram profiles right from Threads. So I don't think that's a huge deal, but if you really want a DM inbox on Threads, sounds like you're going to be waiting for a little while there on that. And the last 2 points from this article I want to mention. First, Meta is still in testing mode when it comes to monetization on Threads. Quote, we're thinking a lot about how we support creators over the long term, but right now we're just really focused on building out the app itself, end quote. And the last one, weekends are apparently a great time to post. Quote, we do find that content posted on the weekends may help drive higher engagement, which makes sense because Threads is such a real-time app, end quote. Meta recommends that creators post between 2 and 5 times per week. Frequent posting to Threads is linked to higher impressions per post, according to Meta. Of course, I will link to this article in the show notes so that you can check it out. And lastly, in a quick hit of news, Threads has added a real-time active indicator showing when a Threads user is online. If you go to someone's profile on Threads and they are using the Threads app at that moment, in the corner of their profile picture, in the bottom left, you will see a little tiny green dot indicating that the user is inside the app right at that moment. This might give you a reason to send them a message on Threads because they are more likely to respond at that time since they're inside the app. If you personally do not want people to know that you are on Threads at that time, you can, of course, turn that off. Okay, that is going to do it for today's episode. If you can, please go fill out the survey that I linked to in the show notes so that I can improve the show to make it the best possible listener experience, and come back next time for more social media news, strategy, and a lot more.
Instagram news got you covered, sometimes even TikTok. Relevant platforms in the metaverse ahead of the wave without a break or a pit stop. Still waiting for Zuckerberg to give me the big job. Pause. Use trademarks and logos with Insta's permission, of course. If you like the show and you gain some good info, maybe leave a review. It's a type of applause. Just drop me a message if you want to collab. If you got some good content or you want to run ads, at Daniel Hill Media is where I am. TikTok, Facebook and Instagram.